Need for Speed Unbound has arrived, which means you can hit the streets of Lakeshore City and start exploring and getting up to no good. However, there are some gameplay tips you will need if you want to keep your ill-gotten gains and avoid being busted by the police. From discovering hidden garage access points to little tricks when using NOS, we've created a list of tips you just can't not use. I'm Mark from RacingGames, and here are our picks for the 5 best tips and tricks for Need for Speed Unbound. Garages are where you go to hide from the cops, save your game, and a whole lot more. Did you know though that you don't actually have to go in through the front? That's right, you can actually go into the garage by approaching it from any angle or at any speed. You could be travelling towards the side wall of the garage at over 100 miles per hour, but when you get close enough, you'll get the prompt to enter. This might sound minor, but when you visit garages hundreds of times throughout the game, this will save you a significant amount of time, and we can definitely see players benefiting from this neat little trick. Need for Speed wouldn't be Need for Speed without the police. The cops usually play a major role in Need for Speed's story, and that is definitely the case in Unbound. Escaping the cops can be challenging, which is as it should be, but sometimes you do just want a quick way out of trouble. Thankfully, whether it's by design or fault, there is one place that the law won't follow you. Taking Obi-Wan Kenobi's approach of having the high ground usually shakes even the most serious tale you may have. Good places to do this include the elevated train tracks which Lakeshore's L Metro uses, on top of shipping containers around the docks, and the largest jump ramps.
Your second giveaway words are "and away." Now, back to the video.
Slow in, fast out. That's a racing technique that has been used for the longest time, and surprisingly, it's a big part of how to race in Unbound. When racing around a tight corner, you should burst your nitros when exiting it to get an advantage over the AI, and maybe even your friends in multiplayer. The acceleration generated from NOS makes a huge difference when starting at a lower speed. It's a bit like how using the overtake mode when starting a race in F122 is more effective than using it in a higher gear. Once you perfect the timing, this will see you get a huge boost out of even the trickiest of corners, propelling you up the order in no time at all. This is one you definitely won't have seen coming. The temptation when it comes to your nitros levels is use it or lose it, but rather surprisingly, that isn't the best strategy when it comes to Unbound. This is especially the case with takeover and drift events, where making sure you have at least some NOS left in the tank at all times is vital. Bursting your boost on and off is a great way to help with this. It's also a great way to make sure you don't go too fast around corners and miss checkpoint gates, which would also end your multiplier. Combined with using your NOS on corner exits, this will create a smooth but fast racing style that will be unmatched on the streets of Lakeshore City. There's more than one way to build up your nitros meter in Need for Speed Unbound. With a world that feels more full than any previous Need for Speed title, there's plenty of traffic traversing Lakeshore. Sometimes though, driving into oncoming traffic can be more of a hindrance than a help, so something you may not realise you can do is increase the amount of boost at your disposal by near missing any car. It doesn't matter whether it's stationary or moving, any near miss with a vehicle earns you boost. That means that even parked cars by the side of the road gets your NOS levels up when you fly past them. Considering parked cars don't move, they're a lot harder to accidentally crash into. These tips are perfect for getting started in Need for Speed Unbound, but there are plenty more tips and tricks out there just waiting to be discovered. We'd love to come back with some more ways to gain an advantage, so be sure to comment below with your favourite tricks for our list, and whilst you're there, why not join in on the conversation too? For now though, thanks for watching. I've been Mark from RacingGames. Please like and subscribe for all things Need for Speed Unbound. Oh, and be sure to check out our giveaway we're currently running for your chance to win an awesome racing wheel. I'm now off to practice my near misses. They used to say I could crash even in a parked car. It's time to put that theory to the test.